it's such a unique program that connected all of us through music with our hearts. It actually gathered so many people from different parts of the world, and we came together when we formed this group. And well, it's been already 21 years now, and we are still together. So the only thing I think of is that we are actually a family. I mean, the meaning of family actually is the glue which holds us all together for all these years. I mean, think of it. 21 years it's actually a very long time. I mean, how many 21 years a person has, in his or her life? It's literally family in my case, because I met my wife here in Calgary at Music Bridge.
Some of my best friends are the ones I made actually in this music program we're talking about 20 years ago when we were all teenagers. And in fact, I'm getting married next month, and Teng Li, the music director of this program, will be my bridesmaid or maid of honor.
My very, very good friend Shanshan Yao, Yang Shanshan, she and I were in the program together. We quickly became very, very good friends. I guess, those kind of things at the time you didn't realize that was going to change your life so much. But these people I met here, I keep bumping into.
And about 5 years ago, when she got married, I was her bridesmaid. So I think that's very beautiful. That says something special about this program, is that you come to this program, you learn, but also you keep that connection, and it's like a community, like a family. People really carry. So when you leave this program, somehow there are people still watching out for you.
I was 12, and that was actually my first chamber group that I've ever did in my life. It was at Music Bridge. So a lot of firsts going to Music Bridge, which makes the memory there so strong.
Chamber music was a very exciting part of the Music Bridge, because that was something very new for me. As a 14-year-old, I am ashamed to say that I've never played the chamber music really in China. So it's the first time for me to play with other students or with a musician.
Having that added struggle of not being so fluent in each other's language, I think, was such a powerful way of learning, I think, because you really start to communicate with your instrument, and you find alternative ways to make yourself clear to other people without speaking the language.
And they try to put the Chinese kids in a group with another Canadian players, or it's always combined. So we would have experience to actually communicate, not just on side, musically connection as well.
In real chamber music making, we're trying to do here is you really show with your music what you're trying to say, instead of say what you're trying to play.
Eye contact, a body language, we know how we play. So that actually creates a connection already. The fact that actually you don't know the language very well might help, because then if four people sits there in the room and everybody wants to say something, there's no place for music. down and start to rehearse and throw ideas to each other, and then you found something new and something really unexpected, and something maybe you really disagree and you have a discussion, and sometimes you even fight to each other, which is totally natural, and it's all the sparkles of the greatness of the chamber music.
Like my voice meant something in the group, and because of that, everyone probably felt the same thing, that their voice meant something in that group, and that formed a very, very strong voice as a group voice. And I never felt that before.
I think a great way to learn is you learn from others, not just from your teacher. And that's the reason I think I send my student to here is there's so many great other students here you can learn from.
My Chinese is very bad, and there are many Chinese students there, and it really also, I learned how to speak Chinese a lot better just by interacting with them. But it's not, I could easily go to any Chinese community and just do that, but we had a connection to music. And I think what I love about Music Bridge is the name, actually, because music does bridge a lot of cultures, and I think that was one of the core purpose of creating this program.
I think it's a great thing to do, to have a large ensemble at the end. We need to connect with each other.
The next level of chamber music playing is actually orchestra. I mean, one needs to not only know what you yourself has been doing, but you should also be aware of your colleagues, your partners, what they are doing, and react to whatever they're doing. As the orchestra performance, we have to rehearse, and rehearsing is practicing together.
So I really hope that the students here could realize that sharing, loving, caring for each other, that is the essence of why we are playing music. But at the end, we have a big symphony, and we all are part of it, right? So afterwards, we really feel like we don't want to say goodbye. Yet we have to.
Everybody who is involved with the Morningside Music Bridge feels it's such a lovely, honest, and friendly atmosphere, and that's why we form this unique group of people that comes together every year. They are doing whatever their role is with their heart. So, and once you offer your heart to somebody, very likely you will get the heart from the other people back.
If I try to look back, I think it just this section of time helped me to open up a lot of things. Maybe the confidence that you thought, okay, there are many things can be done and you can achieve them.
This is my fourth time or fifth time as faculty. We were here together as students, and then we go everywhere, and maybe sometimes we lost the contact. It's like the children go out from the family, and then after success they come back to the family and they celebrate with each other.
It was very special to see all of your friends, student friends, being either a really like international concert artists or members of the greatest orchestras. I would never ever suppose that our lives will turn into all these great directions, and that we will meet one day all together there and still have time to
recall all the beautiful moments that we had at the music bridge.
And when the month is over, you're going to be at different places. And you're not going to see each other probably until the next year. That can be really hard. It's like you become close, you become almost like family. And I think that's why there are people keep coming back. That I know their students had such a great, wonderful time last year, and they made such wonderful friends here. They want to come back to study with, same teacher, different teacher, but also to see this or that person again, to keep that friendship.
What I could remember is that at the end, everybody cries because we know we're gonna say goodbye to each other. Lots of tears. Of course, before that, lots of parties. But no, afterwards, lots of tears, lots of hugging each other. It was very difficult, especially at that age when we build something that is so deep, even in such short period of time. But through music, through experiencing something together.
It was natural at the end we became really close. Everybody was so emotional. We just didn't want to go. We simply did not want to leave.
And maybe that's the one thing that's amazing about this program. Not just improve, but you really can mature so much just in this 1 month of time, and you can take away so much. And that hasn't changed. That, if anything, is become more intense. Yesterday was my last day at the program, so we had a viola lunch. And then I see them, and I remember the way I felt the last day of the program with the teachers back then. And I feel their sadness, and I feel sad too. And because I remember how I felt leaving the program. I still feel very sad leaving the program. I think I still feel a little bit like a student as well, because I'm teaching at the same time I'm learning from them too, their experience and their way of thinking, and they're all very, very talented. And it makes me appreciate the program even more in a way that I didn't know I did before.
I think that's the hardest thing. I remember everybody was in tears. Nobody actually can hold it. This is the 20 years. It's a great time to be back and to see a lot of your younger childhood friends. Sorry.